contains salt water. So you'll have to empty it out and prepare everything so we can refill it with fresh water.
Where are you getting fresh
won't have any
water?
trouble, because all the water that comes out of the yacht's
That's another
faucets is
question.
fresh. But I told you, as soon as you finish with the tank, get the telepathic helmet back and retrieve that article on the neutrino detector. Come tell me, and I'll get to work.
You have a desalinator or something on this ship? How much power does that use?
We actually have a hose.
What is a diesel-generated ship? Like, what the fuck, Brian? How rich is Sushi that she's got a mega fucking liner? I'm sorry, just as somebody who understands the fucking concept of fresh water on boats.
Of course it doesn't.
This makes no sense. Why are
You see,
we wasting our fresh water supply?
See that hose there, right? That to them is a freshwater hose.
Yes, because water is just magically generated from the faucet, obviously.
And where does it come from the faucet? Oh, stuff.
All of the faucets produce fresh water. They have a filter in them for seawater, I guess.
Do you know what actually would have been better for this game, right? Whenever like they were doing stuff like that, where you know they're wrong about their science, if a literal icon is a waving hand, just appears on screen, I actually would have allowed that. I would have allowed that.
I think we might need to do that now.
Probably, yeah, just for our own fucking sanity.
It just genuinely annoys me. These things, though, these hand waving. Oh, don't worry about finding fresh water. All the faucets have them. What? No, do not just tell me that. You say, don't worry, we have a freshwater tank, and all of the faucets will run fresh water.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so we're going to dip into our supply that's needed for living for the next 3 weeks. That's all right.
You know, what I love about him as well, on that point, right, is that remember in the first game where they just accidentally said, "Oh, here's a tank of deionized water."
Yeah, that was their drinking water.
Without realizing, yeah, that was their drinking water. It was like, okay, do you know what happens when you drink deionized water?
Second of all, do you know how hard it is to make deionized water?
Yes, exactly. Just,
like how many fucking ion exchange resin tubes have you gone through in the past year? This fucking high humidity desert.
Fucking unreal, like.
Oh my god, this guy here, he has the most annoying accent.
I can't even pick out his accent. That's the thing. Like, it's just like,
Don't you
I think I'm Portuguese.
That is the thing.
Hard to tell.
Now, in this game, which has had many ranges of bad accents,
I'm out of here.
I am picking him as my least favorite.
This is the thing. I just don't know what his accent's meant. Where is this guy meant to be from?
How's it going?
Like, it's a name called Dean Grassic. Like, Dean is an English word, so he's not fucking like Mediterranean or
You got a
anything.
question? You ask me, amigo. Okay?
But again, he's throwing in the words like fucking amigo, so he has to be from that
No
area.
problem for me, bro.
Oh my god. You want to talk, girl, you talk to me. What the fuck is wrong with you? Just punch him, Brian.
Mistaken.
So literally, the way this works is that essentially you have to play out a scene where he fucks up his link, right? Then walk out, walk back in, and when you do, then Camille's gonna be on the stairs. And you can talk to her then.
Okay.
And then you only have I think the idea is that you expire as much kind of conversation as you can before Grassic calls her back in to do the shoot again.
To have for filling the sea lock tank with
Okay.
fresh water.
That's fine. It's not like this game needed any less padding.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like
Oh,
you need a
please,
key to
Brian,
open
just
it.
off yourself in the most
There's a
brutal way
hook.
possible with one of
I'd
these
better-
implements.
Alternatively, just drown. Like, there's plenty of water around.
Wrap
see
the
if
hose
this one
around
is
your
any
neck and
looser.
turn it
I
on
can
so as the
open it.
water pressure bisects you.
Oh, that's good.
I can't. Yeah, let's see where this heads to.
Oh, thank God he knows the password.
It was the same password as the other door.
Well, that's not very safe.
It
You need
looks
one
like I'm
password
in
to
the
get behind
cargo
it
hold.
anyway.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Those holes in the ceiling look like the hatches in the deck that they load the cargo through.
Okay, so that's the tank that's
I
full of
guess
salt
it's
water
used
in the
to
minute.
empty the tank.
Yep, it is.
Saturn said to empty it out because it's full of salt water, and we need fresh water.
And what's that tank for? That's just for getting our weight right for our diving equipment? To show that we're neutrally buoyant?
I have no idea. They don't explain
Wow.
what it's for.
I'm going to assume that's what it is.
It's just a tank of salt water for no reason.
So you can get your weight right, so you're neutrally buoyant.
Yeah, that seems
Sure.
like the most logical way to empty the tank.
A valve? Drain the tank?
Rather than grabbing an axe and
That's right.
smashing
That seems
the
logical,
valve.
yeah.
That was my plan. It would have made it really difficult to refill it after, though.
Again, I hate the way they do the dialogue here. It's a case of like, here's a valve to drain the tank. I'm not sure about this
Seems to
valve.
be
Although,
connected
now
to
that
a
I think
suction
about it, this
pump.
could be really good to
Because
drain the
otherwise I
tank.
can't
I'm going to
explain
use
how it
this
went
valve
so
to drain the tank.
Wait, what?
It
God, I
is
hate-
one sturdy apparatus.
What? What?
It apparently leads
Well, that
to
is a
cargo hold
sturdy
two.
apparatus, all right. Yep.
Yep, it's a ladder.
Arches to deck.
Seems to be made of metal of some
I
kind.
don't know what it's
Some
connected
sort of,
to.
yeah, some sort of metal alloy that I've heard of before called steel.
It's next to a door with no lock.
Oh, it's
no
an intercom, but I
doorknob,
don't know what's
and no
connected to.
opening.
Probably the fucking alien
I
that you
don't
got
know if
trapped
I can
behind this
figure
10
out
tons
what
of
it's
concrete
for.
on a luxury yacht. It seems to be bigger
Well,
than the fucking Aztec
open
ruins we were in.
sesame.
Yeah.
Whoa! It almost chopped my foot off. It must be
Oh,
broken.
that
because
would
it
have been
doesn't
the
seem
best
normal
thing to
for it
watch.
close just because you
Brian
released the
bleeding out
button.
from a stumped leg injury.
Yes.
Not
That would
being
be
able to reach
great
up to the
idea.
intercom and call for help.
Oh, broom fixed everything.
Presto. Plus, it looks like the broom
I would have
holds
loved it if
steady.
the broom had
That was a
snapped
major
and
pain.
impaled him through the
However,
dick.
I better get some extra
Yeah.
hay back inside.
Not even that though, right? It is
Oh,
often a
man,
case
this
of
must
like
be my lucky
the
day.
you
I
should have an
knew
item
good
where like
fortune would
you think it's a
smile
good idea
upon
and then it
sooner or
backfires in the
later.
wrong way.
This was
That's
truly
like that's the
challenge.
best type of red
The
herring.
reward is beyond comparison. A bag of plastic ties. And they're the beautiful white ones too. My favorite. Well, I'll check to
What?
see if there's anything else
Yeah.
around here.
The fuck?
Nope.
Yeah, he's
nothing
literally just like
matters
cleaned
to me.
himself over
Let's look on
some
the other
cable
side.
ties.
No, nothing there either.
Are we going
However,
to
as
keep
far
these
as
for
I
the
can
rest of the
tell,
game
this
now?
cargo
Are these a
hold
red
is
herring
symmetrical
item?
to the other
No,
one,
we actually do
with
need
the
them.
hatch and everything.
And we also have the pointless fact that the cargo holds are symmetrical. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes...
That in your heads, kids.
Do we care?
Unfortunately, yes, we do have to care about that.
So it's symmetrical, meaning there's another door out?
Yes.
If I can't get this one open, I'm giving up. Well, I've made a decision. When this is over, I'm signing up for the gym.
God, shut up, man. Oh wow, I had to keep opening doors. What should I do?
Yeah, the number pad and not the door, even though it's obviously knows what you're trying to do, and you know the number, and you know where the door is, and there's no physical way to be in there without knowing the number pad, and I hate this game.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it too.
Oh, pixel hunting and a fucking Runaway Road Adventure Part 2, The Dream of the Turtle, which is a secret code word for teleportation technology that aliens have.
Yes.
Here we go.
Can we go back to burning down hospitals? That made more sense.
I would fucking love to burn down a hospital right now. I like honestly like that would be great.
Ladies and
that'd be
gentlemen,
fun.
we got him. We got him. He admitted it.
Listen, Sushi.
Stop the stream. Stop the stream. Get him.
Yes, Brian?
Get him, CIA 2.
You wouldn't happen to have the key to the glass
CIA
emergency
too.
cases, would you?
What is the
The
deal
CIA
with you
squared.
guys in these glass
That's where the science
cases
comes from.
today? Joshua came to ask about the same thing just a while ago.
Oh.
Lucky thing I have another copy. Otherwise...
Otherwise, you'd have to share.
And we don't like
Thanks,
sharing,
Sushi.
do we?
One other thing,
Wait, what?
I wanted to mention something to
Why did you let
about
Joshua
Dina.
have it?
I can tell you find him interesting.
This is weird, right? So while we're doing this, Joshua's basically solving his
Don't get
own,
offended,
having his
but
own
I'd
adventure
rather
game
go
while
down and
while
get
we're
the stone
doing
by myself.
ours.
You have shown signs
Is there a
of great
Runaway
courage
side
and
story game where you
intelligence,
play as the
but Dean
alternate
has
characters?
years of
in this?
adventures behind him.
You
wouldn't
play
be
through
right to
Sushi's quest
refuse
and
his
Joshua's one.
Like
And she-
like
uh,
like
Already
the
Dean
deep
mentioned
getting
it,
dives.
and I'm
shot.
not very sure whether I like it.
Yeah, that's how it
Nonsense.
works, right? So
The
like
thing
we're
is, you've
this is
gotten
the A
so
story,
used to
right?
dealing with your own
And
problems
basically in
that
the
you
plane
can't
crash,
accept
if
a
you
little help
went played
from
for
someone
Gina
like
instead,
Dean.
and you pushed Brian
rather
out to
not
play as
talk
Gina
about
for the
him
first
anymore.
half, then
Don't
Sushi,
be
and
that
then
way,
Joshua.
Brian.
Let's
Oh,
continue this
God.
conversation
It's like
later.
that
okay?
time Pendulum
Whenever
tried
you
to
wish,
make
Brian.
yesterday two playable characters. And
Oh,
Roy
that
fucked it up.
was. Oh my lord, yeah. I still can't get my head around how people were applauding that game for being good. It's like there's nothing good about that game. Like I was there looking and like I've had several games like that, by the way, where like the me playing the game does not match up with the reviews of other people. I'm thinking like, okay, you guys are either co-opted the fuck or you literally have no standards. And I'm going to believe it's a mixture of both at this stage.
Hey, there's that little French girl.
How are
Yes.
you,
Let's
Camille?
push her down the
Très
stairs.
bien, as you can see.
Where are you from?
From France. Don't I have an accent?
Not a good one.
Yeah, but where in France?
That is what we were asking, to be fair.
I'd love to keep talking about France, but how is it you're working for Dean?
No, I do not.
That's not
work
talking
for
about
him.
France.
I won a contest.
Yeah, we did
He's
we changed the
surprised
subject.
to experience his next adventure with him. You do not know how many people would pay to
This
be in my
physically hurts.
place. I
Four.
have very much the luck.
Oh yeah, I think Sushi mentioned that.
Yes, yeah.
What type of contest was it?
It was an international contest in all the countries where they show the graphic adventure. The winner
Oh,
was
God.
the person who found a golden coin in Dean's head. Merde. Why did I buy that tablet of chocolate?
I hate to say it, but I don't think
You didn't
Dean
have to
treats you
claim
with
the
much
prize.
respect.
Yeah,
No.
you didn't have to say yes.
This is character. Really?
Also,
He is
still
very
don't have to
attentive
continue
and,
working here.
Well,
Yeah.
right now he has very much the stress and he is not normally like this.
That Dean is a show-off.
No, don't say that. Dean is the greatest adventurer in history.
Though,
I think Lawrence of Arabia
No,
has something to say
nothing.
about that. Or no, fucking Marco
so why
Polo,
did
maybe?
you
I don't
decide
know.
to take part in the contest?
I have always loved the adventure, and this was my chance to live one for real. Dean always says that.
No, we're gonna abandon her at the
adventure
bottom
is
of the sea,
physical
aren't we?
ability,
Probably.
a weapon against adversity.
That's what he says? Well, no. What adventure puts to the test is improvisation as a weapon against confusion.
Well, if that fucking does
Going
not summarize
from
this
one
game,
place
then
to
I don't know
another
what
without
is.
knowing
He
exactly
doesn't.
what you're supposed to do.
You're not meant to use
And you have to make
improvisation
things up
as
you
the
go along in
basis
order to
of
move
building
forward,
an
'cause
adventure
if you
game,
let the
though.
confusion
Yeah,
get the
you're
best of
supposed to
you,
know
you'll
what
just
you're
get
doing,
stuck somewhere, and you'll miss
dickheads.
out on the best part
But
of the
yeah,
adventure.
we'll
I
handwave
never
together a
thought
solution.
about it like that.
Rubber.
Me neither, actually. I was just.
What makes no
impressed.
logical sense
Let's
to
drop
be
the
here?
topic of Dean.
A
Me.
neutrino detector. That's it.
Okay. I feel
Get him,
I
fellas.
happen to know where Saturn's
How do we
magazine
build a
is.
neutrino
Mon
detector?
Dieu.
Well, I heard you need
Find
water.
out,
Fresh water it
First
is.
I will return the missing pages. But
Fresh
right now I cannot.
deionized
But-
water.
What happened?
Well, I sat there to read, and
Get
Dean
Professor
came
on
for
the
the
phone.
paper to wrap his lunch.
I like to think
I
that they're
was
just
so
gonna like
absorbed
do
in
like
reading
gimmicky
them,
water for
I
every
had
game.
been
So like in the
thinking.
first one they had
But
deionized
later
water.
he
Now we have
appeared,
fresh water on a
a
boat.
little bothered
In
because
Runaway
I
3 we're
don't
gonna
pay
have
attention
super
to him.
water.
And he said, "Why don't you bring the paper?"
We've
to
already
me?
had,
You have
like,
it right
weird
there,
water in
hot
this one,
cakes,"
haven't we?
Or something like that. Then he
Yeah, I
reached
suppose
out
we
for
have,
the
in a
jug and
sense.
returned to the sea lock room. I meant to tell Saturn, but I had a bit the shame.
Don't worry. You'll see. Dean will return them to me lickety-split. Anyway,
Yeah,
see you
I
around, Camille.
Where'd
highly
you go,
doubt that.
manita? You don't work?
Oh my god.
Hit it, you pretty woman. I'm dying for my lunch.
And the gas thing is now, as well, if we want to
There's a
talk to
weird
Dean, we
vehicle
have to wait
inside,
for this
like a
little spiel
jet ski with huge
to
propellers.
play out. We
I
can't
wouldn't wanna
interrupt
have
it.
to ride one, to be
Oh my god,
honest.
you don't have any control here.
Not yet, no, not until Dean is finished there.
Walk in front of the camera and that'll finish up.
It's pretty
Nope,
much
you
the
can't.
same as the
You-
waterlogged
there's only like
chamber
one
next
path to
it,
walk around.
Smaller.
Yeah.
Why do we have dunk tanks with targets?
That I don't know. Is it literally the case like you throw that at the ball and you
They
get
don't seem
like
to have been used.
Wallace and
much.
Gromit into scuba gear and you fall out of the boat?
Ooh, oxygen tanks.
It's full of
That's pretty
plastic
cool.
tubes.
Ah,
No,
now.
Why,
now,
why do we have
Must be for
oxygen tanks?
diving.
though? We should have air tanks
Sure, I'll take
if we're
one.
diving. Oxygen tanks
point,
use
These
yeah.
chemical
always
reactions.
come in handy, even if it's just to use as part of
I
a
think they mean air
practical
tanks, but they said
Well,
oxygen
I
instead.
already have one.
And if we're
Two could
if we're
be
deep
nice.
diving, we should be using an enriched
Cool.
air, a
I have
nitrox
two
blend
identical
that has
tubes to play
higher
with today.
nitrogen content than air.
I'm not really in
Do you know what,
favor of
Adam?
wasting
Are you
section
gonna
of
hazard a guess
plastic
and say
ties,
that maybe
but
no
if
one
I must-
on the design of this game ever went diving?
I think it's a fair assumption that they
that's
might
Yeah.
not know what they're writing about.
I just feel like it's a safe bet.
It's possible, but I don't want to assume anything.
Hmm.
But then
Very
they
true.
haven't known anything else about what they've been writing about, so
Yes, like I said, it's kind of par for the course in a sense.
you know
I'm
we're just
sure
missing the
there was a
liquid
hose in there
nitrogen they need to
before.
clean diamonds or whatever it was used for in the last game.
Yes.
That won't do any good.
So you notice that someone has taken the hose.
Oh, have they? Have they? I didn't notice.
There are a few
There you go.
dust mites
Didn't
inside,
care.
but I doubt they'll help me much. Better leave it shut.
So what is Joshua doing?
Joshua is literally having his own adventure game. He's taken the hose on us. So now
Oh no, I figured that. I figured Joshua had to be doing everything, but like,
There
why
you go.
are we? Okay.
Yeah, I'll take a peek.
see how he's even talking to himself like Brian.
Have we infected poor Joshua?
He has a rare condition called Protaganitis. Protagonitis.
I don't want to hate him as much as I hate
we
Brian.
go.
That's the thing.
Oh no, I hate both of them equally. For different reasons as well.
Joshua, I think, is a victim of circumstance. He never
I think
asked to
Joshua-
meet Brian.
That's true. All he wanted to be was a mad person in the desert, and we never gave him that chance.
We forced him to be abducted by his heroes.
Yes,
Where the fuck did he go?
I have no idea. Don't
Is he
know.
under the table? Like, did Sushi just hide him under the table or what?
No, right. So this is where this game is a bit like sketchy, right? Because you know that first time we spoke to Camille, right?
No.
Okay, so we spoke to Camille like once, right? And now second time, the third time. Basically, according to the walkthrough, we only need to talk to her, say, twice, let's say. And essentially, there's like a
How are
sequence
you,
of events, including Joshua, that happens in
As
the
you can
background
see.
for comedic effect. Basically, we're like one
Where are you
step
from?
behind that now.
Oh,
so
and
stuff
you
is
have
happening
excellent wines
completely
there, don't you?
like without context
Precisely.
around the
I
area.
brought two
Okay.
bottles as a gift
So the idea
for
would
him.
be that like
But
you
he
were
says
about to
he is
use the
on
hose
the
for
wagon
to
or
fill out the
something.
tank, right? But
He
because he didn't do that
uses
at the
too
time,
bad.
the hose is
Because
there
what
once.
do I do
Then
with them
we
now?
picked up items previously. The hose is now gone. But the idea was that the hose was
Well,
already gone,
I have
and
a
now we had
friend who
to
would go wild
make
over
him
those
have a
two
makeshift
bottles.
hose instead.
You know
you feel me.
that wine?
I get you, I get you. We-
Demon is more into
Again,
drinking.
in
What I
pure
really
adventure
knows is
game
wine
fashion,
is
we're
wine
ahead of
elaborate.
ourselves.
Ah.
Yeah.
We've assigned the effect without making the cause.
Exactly. Yeah, it's almost a case of like, well, it's not that
He
we're ahead of
always says,
ourselves. We're actually
"Water
behind
is for
ourselves,
bathing."
if you know what
Yeah,
I mean.
no,
Dirty
but
folks drink it.
we've accidentally triggered a flag that we should have no right seeing triggered.
Yes, exactly.
Well, actually,
so-
Because
my
they
um,
friend
haven't set it
married
to
from
two flags,
Schenectady.
as in see
He
this
has an
event and then
89-year-old ulcer
have this in your
wife.
inventory that
You
says
are
the
lucky
one
one.
flag
you
of have
do
this
not
in your
look after
inventory.
him.
Precisely.
Yeah, that's
Like I think
what
another
I
one
know.
was that we were looking for a helmet, right? And then
Last
like
time he
obviously
drank
your
any
your
water
your
was in
initial instinct
October
is
of
to take the helmet off
1947, when he got drunk
the
and sang too
diving
long
gear
in the
out
shower.
of the
Yeah.
main hall.
Which
But when we
Joshua was
get
of course
there-
going to take.
Anyway, I'll tell
Exactly.
you about
So
Uncle
and then you
Albert
now you have to
some
find
other
a
day.
different helmet, and that's the whole point of the level.
I was gonna
It's
say
a Joshua
something
one.
as dumb as the Colonel would.
You're
but
going to make
instead,
that by
I'll ask
taking
something else.
fucking what's his face's
I only know about
hat
France from the
and filling it
movies.
with air,
Paris,
plastic
Yes,
wrap.
Can-Can,
pretty much, yeah.
Fizz.
Alors,